Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay. I am a part-time reseller on the app Poshmark, and today I'm going to be talking about BOLO brands, be on the lookout brands for babies and children's clothes. So I was a reseller for probably about a year and a half before I became a mom, and I did not realize before I was a mom that there is such a market for the resale of children's clothes, and that there are children's clothes and baby clothes that retail and resell for a ton of money, and that there is money to be made in that. So after I had my daughter and I started looking for clothes for her, I really got into, of course, all of the brands and started looking for those brands that I liked at the thrift store. So I just wanted to share some of that knowledge that I've gained through that process with you guys. There are probably hundreds of baby clothing brands out there that are fantastic to thrift and resell. I'm just going to be going over 10 of them today. And just give you a little bit of information about each. I have examples of each because I did just list a lot of my daughter's clothes in my Poshmark closet, and I'll show you the labels so that when you're out sourcing, if you're a reseller, you'll be able to spot some of these brands. I'll also go over a couple tips at the end for sourcing kids' clothes that I think would be helpful. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. The first brand I'm going to be talking about, and some of you may know this one, this is Baby Bowden. Sorry, still getting used to hauls. So Baby Bowden, of course, is a offshoot or the baby brand of Bowden. So these are just a really cute corduroy overall. I thrifted these for my daughter and just didn't end up being the right size for the right season. So yeah, but you can tell they're really high quality. There's Baby Bowden, I'm not sure what size that goes up to, and then there's Mini Bowden for children. So for something like this from Baby Bowden, I'm expecting, I think I have them listed for 30, I'm expecting 30 to 35. So, and just keep in mind that these comps on these brands are obviously going to be lower than BOLOs for adult brands for resale. Because kids' clothes don't retail for as much in general, and the cost of baby clothes at the thrift store and obviously at the bins is going to be much lower, so you're still looking at that really high ROI. They're also really easy to list because they're really small. You can just throw them down on a flat lay and take a few pictures. Okay, the next brand is Mebby Baby, M-E-B-I-E. This is just a long sleeved one piece. It's pretty pilled. This I actually bought off of Poshmark in a bundle from a mom that was selling her children's clothes. I just looked this up. This actually retails at Roolee, R-O-O-L-E-E, which is a brand I like to sell of women's clothing. I don't know if it's exclusively sold there. But Mebby Baby, the retail isn't super high. Like something like this retails for $28. So I am expecting I was expecting about $10 for this because it's pilled, and it did sell in a bundle for $10 with a shipping discount, so a little bit less than 10. So still pretty good for something that has wear. So I'm happy with that. I will find the other piece that it's sold with. They sold with just like a basic onesie that said mini on it. It's like an Amazon gift that we got. And then the other item that sold was this. It's just a basic short sleeve onesie, but the brand on this one is the Simple Folk. So the Simple Folk is a sustainable, you know, they use organic materials, kind of a capsule brand. It's very neutral colors. Everything is meant to go together. The items are very expensive. I think a onesie like this is like $30 to $40, I want to say. They have things like overalls and dresses that are $60 to $70 for babies and toddlers. So made in Portugal. This is very soft and stretchy. It's very high quality. So this has some stains on it, which is why I wasn't expecting a ton, but this also sold for $10 in that bundle. So I was happy with that. I bought that on Poshmark as well from the same mom. Okay, the next BOLO baby brand is Jamie K. And I believe they're in New Zealand, I want to say, because I have ordered, I ordered this retail from their website when they were having a sale. So they make what they call essentials. They use organic materials as well. So they sell organic essentials, lots of ribbed things like this with matching pants. These go on sale for $7, but I believe without the sale, they are somewhere around $28. So something like this, I would expect the comps are around $15 for something really basic like this. And then they also have this little rainbow on the sides. A lot of baby clothes seem to have little tags on the side that you can look out for when you're just scanning the racks. Jamie K, they make a lot of feminine items. I don't know if they make boys, to be honest, but so it's either going to be a basic like this or like a floral, like really intricate print dress or romper or something like that is kind of their style. So that's definitely one to be on the look for. The next brand is Milk Barn. This brand is sold in a lot of boutiques and they make a lot of specifically animal prints. So this is a hooded, I guess you call this a romper. I feel like they don't call it that for babies, but I can't think of the name right now. So this does have some washwear. I ordered this on Poshmark as well. I just am not personally a huge fan of the quality. I wish you guys could feel this stuff, but this one is a little bit more scratchy and prone to pilling. And yeah, so I'm just, you know, not using this for my daughter anymore. Something like this from Milk Barn, I would expect to get $10 to $30 are the comps on this. They make things like blankets as well that retail pretty high. I want to say like in the $50 range. So I would also recommend, if you're looking to getting into selling baby clothes, to look at the blankets and swaddles, because some of those can be really expensive and resell really well. Okay, the next brand is Tucker plus Tate. Tucker and Tate. This is sold at Nordstrom. I want to say it's a Nordstrom exclusive brand, but I'm not 100% sure. They make all kinds of baby clothes. This is just a fuzzy sweater that my daughter's no longer wearing. And something like this, I would expect about $10 to $15. So I would say this is a notable mention, but I thought I'd throw it in there since it is from Nordstrom and it might be more easily found than some of these other brands. The next brand, and some of you may have heard of this because it's pretty popular children's brand, it's Hannah Anderson. And they're known for really bright colors, fun patterns. This is just kind of a basic striped dress. Going through this stuff, I decided to keep some of it, and this is one of the ones that I am going to keep, which I got this either from Goodwill or from Once Upon a Child, a children's buy-sell trade store. But yeah, they usually are a really thick cotton and just bright, bold patterns or prints. I just looked at their website. They also use, it said harm-free, so probably not tested on animals, organic materials. I feel like they put out a lot more items and variety of items than some of the brands like Simple Folk that are more capsule brands. So this would be one that would probably be easy to find for most people. And for something like this, I'm expecting $20. So the other thing is, yeah, I mean, I kind of mentioned this, but children's clothes, the thrift store is usually like $1 to $4, much lower than adult clothes. So, you know, if I'm paying $2 for something and selling it for $20, I'm happy with that. This is something I thrifted. This brand is Quinn, K-A-T-E, and they use a really high quality materials as well. That's, you know, really what people look for. That's the brands that are really popular and resell really well. People want their children wearing, you know, organic cotton, organic bamboo rayon, those types of things. I can't find the, oh, this is viscose from bamboo, yeah. So Quinn is also known for very bold, a lot of animal prints. This is, looks like little parrots. I thrifted this even though it was too small for my daughter, but I just love it so much. I want to keep it for a while. It does have a button missing. That side of the button is missing, so that's something I would need to fix, but that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, and so these can resell really well. For something like this, I would be expecting $20. Also, the higher up you go in age, I think the more money you can get for an item, just because you know, 10-year-old's clothes are going to be more expensive than a 3-month-old's in general. But yeah, Quinn, really stretchy, soft material is what they're known for, and these intricate, bold prints. Some of her stuff I would say can resell for $50 range, with something basic like that just being $20. I'm dropping my stuff. Okay. The next brand I'm gonna talk about, I feel like this is a really popular brand. I don't know if it's just popular with me and my friends, or if the internet just targets it to me a lot, but I feel like it's really popular, but I have never found it out thrifting. And I'm sorry, their brand tags rub off really easily, but the brand is Kite Baby, K-Y-T-E, baby. And their little emblem on the side is this diamond. They are well known for thin, stretchy material, really comfortable, and they put out kind of collections of patterns. So for instance, like for Halloween, I think they had a bat collection, and so they'll have a long sleeve romper with the bats, they'll have a short sleeve romper with the bats, they'll have a matching set top and bottom, and then they'll have some that, you know, have black color blocking. So it's almost like moms like to collect it, and there's some prints with Kite Baby that, because they only put these collections out and then they're gone, they're not made again, you'll see things selling for $150, like a basic thing like this. If it has a print that's discontinued, $150, it's crazy. They also make blankets, swaddles. My daughter uses, or I'm sorry, not swaddles, they might make swaddles, but they make I can't think of the name, sleep bags. They make really nice, high quality sleep bags that retail for about $60. Yeah, so definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Something like this, which I did buy this on Poshmark, and my daughter got great use out of it. Little footed sleeper, I would expect $15 or up for this. For this basic, I would say $15. If it was a different print, again, could go up to the hundreds. Okay, the next brand, actually, I listed this a couple days ago, so that's why I really need to make this video and get this stuff sent out. And it sold in less than 24 hours. The brand is Oat. On the website, it can also say Oat Co, C-O, or Oat Co. I think on the label inside of here, it actually says Oat Co on the So you might, oh no, it just says oat again, but you might see a variation of this. It's just 100% cotton. This is a very, I would say, small, sustainable brand. Like they have very like minimal options for items, and they're very, not basic, but they're neutral, they're casual, they're things that could go together. Need to steam out that little from hanging it. But yeah, they call this the sweater play suit. I think this retailed for $70 and it's sold in less than 24 hours for $36. And this is for a 6 to 12 month old. So that's great. If you could pick this up at the thrift store. One thing I found interesting about this, and if you've ever taken care of a baby, you'll know why this is interesting. There's no opening at the bottom. So she only wore this once because when you have to change her, you have to undo this and take the whole thing off. So not really practical. This brand also makes women's clothes. Most of these brands do. Oat, Hannah Anderson, I'm not sure if Quinn does. Kite Baby makes like pajamas and things. Yeah, so a lot of times these brands will have like matching items. Like for this, you can get the women's sweater to match it. And of course they have a beautiful picture of a mom and her baby. So yeah, definitely look out for that brand. Okay, second to last here. Well, this is really the last brand, and then it's just kind of a general thing. This is, and I'm sure most of you know this brand because they make women's and men's clothes, Vineyard Vines. I found this at a buy-sell trade store. I did not know that they make baby clothes, and it's a set. And it comes with these absolutely adorable, matching on one side, pink on the other side pants, little set. This is really nice fabric. I believe this is, yeah, 100% Pima cotton, so really good quality fabric. With this item or this set, I am expecting $25. Those are the comps for something like that. And I will just say with anything, or just going along with Vineyard Vines, is look out for adult brands in kids items. So other brands would be like the North Face, Patagonia, Carhartt. I have all items of those brands for my daughter, and they're definitely expensive. Patagonia baby items are very expensive. North Face, I bought her a bunting, which is just like a full coverage kind of winter suit. I think it was over $100. We didn't end up needing it, so I got to return it, which was great. But people love, you know, to have brands that they're familiar with for themselves for their babies. So look out for those types of things as well. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is just vintage. So particularly vintage Oshkosh overalls like these can sell really high. Some of them can sell for $15, $20. These particular ones I did thrift, and you can tell they're vintage from, you know, the way that they look, the tag. Let me see if I can find the inside tag. Yeah, so made in the USA is always a good indicator as well. So these particular overalls, I have them listed at $130. If I had an eBay, I would probably do an auction on there. They're in excellent condition, and I could only find one comp with this Captain Oshkosh on it. It's a little dog. It's so adorable. And these are just acid wash. Like, they're amazing. So I'm hoping for about $75 to $100 for these. I'm hoping somebody's nostalgic about Captain Oshkosh and really wants these. But in general, it's not uncommon for vintage Oshkosh baby overalls to go for around $50, especially if there's something special. So vintage in general can do really well. I've sold some vintage baby dresses in that $20, $30 range. So it's definitely something to be on the look for. I think there's people that prefer to dress their baby in vintage clothes. Yeah, so those are all the brands that I wanted to go over with you guys. Just a couple of other tips when sourcing baby clothes to resell online. So it's tedious to go through every single item. There's a lot of junk, just like there is anything else. So if you're not super passionate about it, I know it's hard to look through it, whereas I'm, you know, looking for things for my daughter as well, so it's kind of fun. But if you're just scanning the racks, just kind of walking alongside them, look for fun patterns. Like Quinn always stands out to me. It's because it's just these bold animal fun patterns, and look for high quality material. You know, I think if you've been thrifting for a while, reselling for a while, you can see something that stands out against the other items. So just, you know, if you want to get into reselling baby clothes, just start looking for items that way, so it doesn't take you a lot of time. Brands I would avoid, substantial piece or just something that's really trendy. Brands to avoid would be Carter's. Carter's is sold pretty much everywhere. Bye Bye Baby, Target, Walmart. They have all kind of offshoot brands. They're sold on Amazon. It's very low cost, generally low quality materials. Wonder Nation, sometimes the pieces will look nice from far away. That's a Walmart brand. And Cat and Jack is a really popular Target brand that I would just avoid. Just does not resell well. And last tip would be to try to buy similar sizes. So I listed those two pieces I told you that sold, the Mebby Baby one piece and the Simple Folk onesie, and then I had one other item listed, but I had listed those two within the previous 24 hours. And then she bundled 3 items together. So since some of these items are lower cost, and obviously moms are looking for multiple pieces for their children, they will like to bundle things. Or you could lot them up. I've done that as well with like hand-me-downs that I've gotten that I just wasn't gonna list each of them individually. I would just lot, you know, 10 items together. Might not get a ton of money depending on what the items are, but you know, if that's something, if those items are something that come to you at a really low cost or for free, that might be a good option. So that is all of the information I had for you guys today. I hope that you found that helpful. I hope that you incorporate thrifting baby and kids items and reselling them into your business, because there is money to be made there and it's really fun, and there's lots of moms, including myself, looking for those clothes out there. So you guys have a great week. Thank you so much. See you next time.